Hi everyone, this is Connie from Connie's Creative Creations. Today I am taking part in the Real Housewives collab, and the host is Tammie from the Rusted Willow and Becky from Simply Becky DIY and Leah from the Junkernecker. So let's get right to this. It's a challenge called the Real Housewives, and we are to do DIYs, or like I only did one project that represents where you were born, and I am from Utah, and I've lived the biggest part of my life in Utah, even though I don't live there right now. So as you can see, I am doing a painting, and this is a painting that's going to represent Utah. So it is from southern Utah, and so you can see the top is the sky, and on my palette I have red, orange, yellow, light blue, dark green, brown, and black, and white. And I do a lot of mixing of my colors so that I can get that to the color that I want. And sometimes if the paint is too thick, I'll dip my brush in a little bit of water so that it flows better. And you're going to see me doing a lot of jumping back and forth from one color to the next, and that's kind of how I paint. Just because I don't know, that's just the way I paint. I jump back and forth. I grab a little bit of color here, work it in, grab another color, work it in, and I don't want full straight colors. I want the different consistencies in the colors, and you're going to be able to see that. And that's kind of what makes it look more real, at least to me it does. So, and I've been painting for probably 50 years, maybe 49, 48, somewhere down there. So I've been doing this a long time. So as I said, I'm just working it, and you can see it goes from the sky to land to water. And it's really windy on this day, so the water is really being extremely choppy, and so I use the white, the light blue and white on my paintbrush to make it look choppy. So you see the bubbles on the top of the water. Now, this painting is of a landmark that is very noticeable to people. Anyone who's ever paid much attention to Utah has seen this landmark. I've been there many times as a child as an adult, and it's just beautiful, mesmerizing, and a wonder at how and why and when this thing happened, because it's not man-made, it's not man-constructed, it is God constructed. So it has been put there by Him in the exact way that He wants it to be. And no matter what has happened, if there be earthquakes, and I'm not saying that an earthquake can't change it, but it's extremely stable, and it's rock. A lot of it is rock. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's all rocks. There might be some dirt and plants a little bit on it, but it's mainly rocks. So here in a few minutes, you will start to see it shape up, but I've got to get all the background done before I can do it, because it's in the foreground. So now, as you see, I'm back to land again. And a lot of people says, oh, is that the Great Salt Lake? No, it's not the Great Salt Lake. It is just a lake that you can see from this landmark. So And it's very beautiful. And down there, the ground looks browns and really reds and orange tones. And so that's kind of what I was doing in that. But also, it just has variations. You look at the mountains down there, they're not like the Rockies that's up in northern Utah, because a lot of them are flat or fairly flat on top. And it's like stone upon stone upon stone stacked. But it probably wasn't stacked. It was just the way it was formed. And so it's extremely beautiful how red and orange and brown the ground is. Because up in northern Utah, the ground is pretty brown, brownish black. It's just the way it is. So here you can see I'm putting a little bit more blue. Now this wasn't water. This was just lighter ground. So the ground was a much lighter color. And I got that on both sides. You can see it from this peak that's through here, through the center there. So part of it's darker, part of it's lighter, and you'll see that as I paint it. Now, I only went to school in high school, junior high and high school for art. Actually, not even junior high, just high school. And I instantly became the teacher's person to have show how to do this, do that, da-da-da-da. And I've learned all different genres, or not genres, mediums. So I paint in acrylics, which this is acrylics. I paint in oils, watercolors. I can do chalks, all kinds of different mediums. I do inks and all kinds of, like pencils and all kinds of things. But as you can see, it's starting to shape up quite a bit. Of course, we're still in the background. We haven't even got to the foreground yet. So now I never lived near this. From where I lived to this was about 4.5 hours down, because I lived up in Salt Lake and in Twilla. Twilla is a town that's 40 miles west of Salt Lake, around the Ochre Mountains, which the Ochre's on the west side and the Rockies on the east side makes the Salt Lake Valley. And it's a beautiful valley. It's huge and it's beautiful, and it's actually a valley. You can see the mountains on almost all the way around. There's a small opening at the end, maybe 5 miles wide, 6 miles wide, and the top is a little bit wider because it's the Great Salt Lake is there too. So there's no mountains through the Great Salt Lake, but they're on the other side of the Great Salt Lake, and there's actually a couple of islands. The biggest one is Antelope Island. And Antelope Island, and the reason why they call it that is because it's an antelope and other animal sanctuary. Well, I'd call it a sanctuary. It's not a sanctuary, but they can live there, taken care of, fed, and taken care of. Now, here is what I am getting to, that when you see it as it forms, if you've ever seen this before, and I know there's a few Utah people that's on my I sub them, they sub me. They're going to recognize this immediately, and most other people will too, because a lot of people use this as a symbol for a lot of different things. So, if you know what it is, tell me what minute mark we're at when you figured out what this was. I totally enjoyed painting this painting, and I have a lot of different brushes that I use. I go from an inch wide to 2 inch wide to ½ inch wide to a very thin, a zero, an angle. a really super fine. I mean, whatever I need, that's what I end up using. So I'm just working on this, and I'm sure most of you have figured out what this is by now. But I'm going to continue letting you guys watch me do this. I'm really glad that I am a part of this challenge. I love painting, and today this is what I thought would represent where I came from the best. And don't forget to go down to the description box. Down there, I will have Tammie and Becky and Leah's channel links there, as well as the playlist link. And you can go and watch all of the videos and to see what everyone else came up with for where they are from or live. It's up to, I mean, it's totally up to us if we want to do it where we were from or where we lived. I decided that I wanted to do it from where I am from. The only other place that I lived the second to the longest was California, which I could definitely do stuff for California too. But this is what I wanted to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you are, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new here to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you are a subscriber already, I'm so glad you came back, and I totally hope you guys all enjoy this video. Also, if you hit the notification bell, click on it twice, and you can click all, and that will mean YouTube should notify you every time I upload a video, so that you can see what I am up to. So I also have a new channel. It's called All Things Connie, and it's everything else that I do. Of course, I'm going to be painting on that one too. I do some painting on this one. I'll be doing painting on that one. I also paint my nails. I do a lot of cooking. I'm a woodworker, house improver, all kinds of stuff. And that's all going to be on that. And the link for that channel will also be in the description box. So also, give me a big thumbs up so I know that this is something you really like. And if you're inclined, leave me a message. Leave me a comment. I love reading them, and I love commenting. So this is just kind of, I'm working at it. You can see it's coming shape. Now, of course, this is way too orange, so I'm going to be subduing that. But I kind of like to do one layer, and then I start picking up other colors, and I start working at it so that it ends up looking the exact way that I want it to end up looking. Now, of course, the sun is shining on it. It's going to be lighter, but I am going to put like oranges and reds in there so it's not so yellow. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope that you guys, if you are new to my channel, that you'll come back and enjoy what I do. Of course, this is not all of what I do. I just do this occasionally, but I will be doing more of it on my channel, on my other channel. And I will leave a link to that channel in the description box so that you can check that out as well. And let's see, don't forget to go around to everybody's videos and just check out how they represent where they're from. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and let you finish watching this without me jabbing, because I like to talk. And so I'll just let you finish watching this. I don't know about you guys, but this is really when a painting just jumps off the canvas at you, and you're just like, wow. Now, I am my very worst critic, and I've decided that I don't want it so green at the top. So I'm subduing it more of a blue, dark blue. It is ground, it's not water, but it's going to be different. So you'll be able to see the difference between the ground and the water. Of course, you have to remember this is in the evening, and so you're not going to be able to see the ground as well. But I'm just changing it to where it looks the way I think it should be looking. And then I do what I always do. I think I'm finished with my painting, so I sign my name, and then I'm not done, and so I have to add more stuff. So you're going to see that here in just a couple of minutes, where I decide, okay, now I'm done. And I grab my little paintbrush, and I get ready to, and I go ahead and I sign my name, and then I'm like, I'm not done yet. And so I have to work on it some more. And sometimes I have to walk away because it doesn't look right. And then when I come back, I see that I actually did it right. So, I think this is when I've grabbed my paintbrush. Yep. And I'm going to write my name, sign my name. And then I decide, I'm not done yet. I got to add a little bit more. And so that's what I end up doing. I hope you guys have completely enjoyed this painting. I love to watch people paint. I don't know if you guys all do. I did up it and made it go faster. Not by too much. I just did 2 times as fast as I actually do paint. Because the painting took me 44 minutes to do, and this is only, actually it took me 45 minutes to do, and I've got this video down to 21 minutes, and it's not all of the video, so I did cut a little bit out. Like when I got up and moved away from it for a few minutes, I left it recording. So as you see here, I am adding a little bit more of the crashing of the water because of I forgot what they're called, the wakes of the water. But I hope you guys like this, and like I said, if you are new around here, I hope that you come back, and I hope you guys all have extremely blessed day, and hope you enjoy this watching me paint today. And please don't forget to be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye.